Hey, everybody, my mic was muted there. Sorry about that. Welcome in, welcome in. How is everybody doing on this day? It is a rainy, cold, not too cold. It's a very rainy day. It is a rainy, cold day, yes. But it is good to be inside, and I am very happy about that. And it's so hard to believe, like, this is like the middle of December. I just don't know where the time is going by. But I think I'm going to wait just for a couple of people. And when you come in, could you do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button and give it a like? Maybe share it out. Hey, Heather, welcome in. Good to see you. How's it going? Glad you're here. Yeah. So I'm glad that you're in here, Heather. I was going to send everybody a group text message of the phone numbers that I have. I haven't responded, but here's what I want to tell you. And maybe if I don't get to it, maybe you can pass it on to the rest of the friends over there. It's rainy here. It's very cloudy and overcast and rainy. And it just kind of makes me feel like not wanting to do anything. Hey, Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. So glad you could make it in today. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to have a little fun today. So if you want to participate, you might want to grab some paper and a pencil or a pen nearby. So that's what I'm going to tell you today. Hey, Nancy, our treasure home. How are you? So I'm a little concerned. Nancy, I think, yeah, you're on this email. Heather, you're on this email. Rebecca, I don't see your name, but there's an email that's got hit like all these people, right? And it first started out, hey, do you want to, change addresses or change cards? Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I think the last time you came up. Hey, Rob's Allotment Gardening, welcome in. Okay, do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, in my belief, I believe that it is spam and somebody's got a hold of all our emails through something. I don't know if it's coming from a past collab, but I can tell you this, like, even because somebody said they just made a reference to like Noodle November, right? Well, that person who notified me of this wasn't even part of Noodle November. So and then the last email that came up said, hey, I can help you grow your channel and all this stuff. I don't believe that to be a true email. I am going to let, and what's really funny, hey, Rob, what's really funny about it is that I actually deleted the thread and then realized, oh, my sister was on this thread as well. So I asked her just to screenshot me. Here's the thing. When I go to my trash to pull this email back, guys, it's completely gone. So if you're getting messages of people going, no, I don't think so, I'm not going to participate in this, I do believe that it is a spam, and somewhere somebody who has our emails, maybe their email got hacked or something, I'm not sure, or this person went around to all the YouTube channels, I'm not sure. But in my personal opinion, from what I'm seeing, there's links and stuff for you to click on. Do not click on them, delete the thread. And yeah, that's my personal opinion. I'm glad that you were too. And I had talked to Tell Us Treasures about it. And she was in the same boat as me. We believe that it is spam. And somebody's trying to get somebody to click on a link. So please don't do that, because I really wouldn't want to have anything happen. And I am going to, I don't know, but as you can see, guys, I mean, I don't even know who some of these channels are on this, but I know there's a lot of us that are connected together that like share out videos and do things like that, that we're all on these. And the original sender, if I'm not mistaken, it was sent to me. And I know Blue didn't send this. That I know for a fact. Yeah, the original sender is from somebody, I think, coming from like Jewel Maya. And I just want to let you know that I did go search for this person on YouTube. And I found a channel. Whether it's this person or not, I don't know, but they have 1 subscriber. So I don't think that is going to block everybody. I think you just want to block the sender of that. And I would personally just delete the email thread. People still should be able to get a hold of you regardless, Nancy, because you're not blocking them. You're blocking the email thread in itself. So that's my thought on that. That's my 2 cents. And I wanted to share that with everybody today. I didn't want the day to pass. I don't know. I can't say. I don't think it would block anybody from emailing you. I think just that person. But if you're not sure, then what I would do, Nancy, is just delete it immediately. And no, it's not fun. And then just the next time if it comes through again to your email, just delete it. Because I was reading some of the comments that had come in like, oh, not at this time. I know Blue responded like, sorry, hon, none at this time because, it's not going to get there in time because, of course, she's in the UK. So we know that it's not going to come to the States. And first of all, I'm not going to give my address out just to all these people on YouTube. I don't know who they are, right? There's another reason why I should probably get a P.O. box, but I did not. So, yeah, I'm sitting here going, just not right now. Not until I start making money on the channel am I going to fork money out. So anyhow, yeah. So that's my thought on that. I could go on about it. Nope, it's not fun. I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten breakfast. I mean, I ate breakfast. I just haven't eaten anything since. But I did stop and get my Diet Coke while I had to go get chicken feed to perk me up. I haven't had any in like a week, so I'm doing really good. You'd be proud of me. I know, same here, Nancy. It's $70 a year. Now, I know if I broke it down, what is the mathematics on that? I just don't know if I want to spend it right now. I used to have one, and that's roughly about $6 a month. If it's broken down like that, it sounds a less expensive, right? And but yeah. So if you're new and you came in and you, if you could give a thumbs up and share out, grab a piece of paper and a pen. We're gonna have some fun today, for fun. It's Christmas. It's for fun. So yeah. Also, if you're part of my collaboration, Gifts from the Home, thank you so much for doing that. There's some really great videos out there and different gifts that you can make. If there's any way you could go out to my playlist, if somebody could grab that, it's called Gifts from the Home 24, I believe. If you can go out and share that, I'm just looking to get some of those videos shared out so more and more people will be able to see and maybe can make some gifts. There's some really great things to make. Today's latest video came from, I think is it Norma maybe? I think so. She made the cutest little ornament to give out. All the stuff was from the Dollar Tree, and we know Dollar Tree can do such great things. But yeah, let's get that shared out for all of us so we can get more views, more traffic to our channel. I think it would help everybody out who's in the collab. So if you could do that at some point, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then let's see what else is going on. Okay. I know. So how many of you have started Christmas shopping? And how many of you don't Christmas shop and just make all your gifts? I'm curious. We are going to go Christmas shopping this week. It is different though, right? When your kids get older, it's just different. You don't spend the money like you used to because there's necessities that they need and you buy them for Christmas. But when you have grandbabies, that's a different story. You tend to buy for the grandbabies than you do the parents. Am I wrong on that one? So we're going to be talking about our Christmas traditions and just Christmas in general, because it is the season. Do you have any traditions that you do in your house? And thank you so much, Tellers Treasure. I appreciate it. Oh, Rebecca, I love that. That's awesome. I'd love to see some pictures of the things that you've made, or do you have any videos on the stuff that you're making to give away? We would love to have that shared here. I could even put it in the playlist if you want to be a part of that. That would be great. You just let me know. Yeah, so make sure you check out that playlist that Tellers Treasure posted. Those are all the gifts. It can be anything from food to crocheting. Heather did a really great one. Cher did a great one at Tellers Treasure about making candles. I could even throw in a soap one. My soaps are actually curing. And I have to tell you, so when I first started making soap many years ago, the only molds that they had out were those plastic molds, right? They didn't have silicone molds back then. So I used the new silicone mold that I purchased, and then I used my plastic mold. Well, guess what? That plastic mold is now in the trash because every bar that I poured into there wasn't curing. It had been in there almost a week, and it was still soft. It wasn't setting. I want to show you the difference of what I did. I do not use milk in the soap. I use oils. I'm going to show you what it did. So this is what I did with the soap yesterday. When I was trying to scrape it out, it all came out. But watch, look at how soft that is. And this was in the plastic. This was in the plastic molds. I'm not going to use that. Excuse me. I am going to stick with the silicone or the silicone ones. I have a book. Nancy, have you seen it? The book that I got, it is, I can go run and get it. This is the soap bars that I used in the silicone mold that I got at Hobby Lobby. It's called Handmade. I was able to pop these out 24 hours. I have them laying on an old, it's an old rack that I use for baking. I don't really use it anymore because I have other ones I prefer. I have it laying on that, and I have some parchment paper on top of it. And look at those, how those came out. It says handmade. I don't know if you can see. And they're firm, and they're curing quite nice. Now, they're not really going to be ready for Christmas gifts because this specific soap recipe, it's like a cast iron soap that I made, and it used olive oil. I had to add some coconut oil in it because I was just shy of the olive oil. And thanks, Tellers Treasure. And I lost my train of thought. Anyhow, when I went through the rest of the recipe and read it, it says that it should sit for 2 to 3 days after you pour it. And then I thought it was curing it like 4 to 6 weeks, but it's actually, this soap is 4 to 6 months because it is a cast iron type soap. Now, I have used the parts that have crumbled. I've used it, and I got to tell you guys, my hands are so soft after I use it. So I think what I'm going to do is make a bunch more soap, because between now and the time the farmer's market opens back up again, I'm going to take my soap and I'm going to try and sell it there with the other items of the donuts and pretzels and that. So yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do with that. And Nancy, I'm going to go grab that book in case you didn't see it when I shared it the last time. I'll be right back. right, here I am. Coming back. All right. So I have a simple and natural soap making. I got it off Amazon by Jan Berry. I've shared this book a couple of times, and I'm hoping some people go out and actually purchase this, because I think that you will really, it's just so easy to use if you're just starting out. So this was the recipe that I used, the best ever cast style soap, easiest ever. And there's one on the back page called Beginner's Bath Style Soap. And because I needed just a little bit of that coconut oil, I kind of went and used like both the recipes in a sense. I didn't use any type of essential oils. I thought, let me just use this one plain in here because I think that would work the best. Being that my skin is so sensitive right now. But they literally have the recipe completely written out. And they give you tips in here. They tell you what to do. And this one says, I did a video on this one. Keep the soap in the mold for 2 to 3 days or until it's easy to remove. Then slice the bars. Now, if you had a big, like a mold, then you can slice it. I thought I had the mold. And when I went out to grab it, I'm like, what did I do with it? I guess I'm going to have to go buy another one. Maybe Hobby Lobby will have all their stuff on sale. Who knows? Cure on coated cooling racks or sheets of wax paper for at least 6 to 8 weeks before using. Ideally, it says cast style soap should cure even longer, at least 4 to 6 months. So technically, I could probably use that come February, but I think I'm just going to let it continue to cure on there for as long as possible. And this is what I liked about this book, Nancy. It gives a tip. It says to slightly increase the bubble factor in low lathering soaps like cast style, try dissolving 1 teaspoon or 4 grams of granulated sugar in the recipe in 1 tablespoon of distilled water for every pound of oils in your recipe. In this recipe, that equals 1 3/4 teaspoon, 7.3 grams of sugar, and 1 3/4 tablespoon of water. Thoroughly stir the sugar solution into the soap batter before adding the essential oil. So thanks for sharing out. I appreciate it. So that's really great. I think that's really cool. There are a couple of other recipes I'd like to get into here and do. I have a lot of my, I have oatmeal. I have dried marigolds that I can sprinkle in here. I have, like this one, a chamomile tallow. Hey, Dark Lord, welcome in. I have tallow I want to render and make into like a whipped lotion. That was actually a video from Low Family's Adventure for the Gifts from Home. She did that video yesterday. So go to that playlist and check out there. Then there's that one I want to try. And the dandelion oatmeal soap. That sounds really fun to do. Purple basil and mint layers. That one sounds nice. And then there's one, it's a soothing comfrey and aloe soap, which is nice. I don't have comfrey, but I do have the aloe. So there's so many great, easy recipes in here that I just want to try. Glad you're here. So, and she gives you such great tips on how to do the soaps. But anyhow, I just think, like this one, classic cedarwood and coconut milk shave soap. Wouldn't that make a nice gift? Where is it at? Can you see it there? Isn't that nice? So for the men in your life and the men that you may know, there's a great recipe in here for making shaving soap for somebody. There's some of these stuff I don't have any of the cedar wood, but I'm sure I could get it. And there's some stuff in here I don't even know. I've never heard of it. So I think that's one to research. So yeah. So what is your tradition in your family that you do year after year? And when did it start and who introduced it to your family? Can you let me know in the comments there? I'd like to know. Also, it was really funny. In one of my videos, I didn't realize, I knew I was trying to be really quiet in one of my videos. I had my microphone clipped to my apron, and my apron was crooked, and I kept moving it. And somebody was so kind, they left a comment saying easy on the microphone. And I was like, I know, I didn't realize how that really truly picked up until I watched the video. I was like, oh, I need to delete that, but there was nothing I could do at the point, so it's okay. Yeah, let me hear your family traditions. I'm gonna type that in. There we go. Yeah, so tell me who and what your family traditions are, and who started them in your family. I got a couple of questions here, and then we'll get to some fun. So yeah, what are your traditions at Christmas and who started them? And I'm typing some questions in the comments, so if maybe somebody there can answer it. There's a few of you here. So yeah, don't be shy. There we go. Thank you, Rebecca, for sharing. I appreciate it. Let's see what Rebecca says. When I was a kid, my parents had us open one present, which was our pajamas the night before. That's the only tradition I can remember. You know what, Rebecca? We used to do the same thing to our children, and they'd all kind of have matching pajamas, but pajamas was a really great thing. I love that memory. I love that memory. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. Nancy, riding around looking at Christmas lights on Christmas Eve, and I think I did when I was 4 years old. That's a nice tradition too. It reminds me of a place back in the day before everybody really went way out on Christmas decorations. There was a place that we used to go to in a town called Rosemead, and this is on the West Coast in California. And this home went all out. Like, it was the only home on the block. It lit up the whole entire street. It had the cutest little Ferris wheel with the little characters on it, and it would spin around. I wish I could remember the name of the street and everything else, but it was a sight to see. And I can remember taking the kids and even going as an adult, just driving by it. And then there was a place also called Hastings Ranch, where every house would be decorated, and you would drive up and down each block to go look at the lights, and each block would be a different. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, each block would have some type of a different. What do you call it? Decoration. Thanks so much for sharing, Nancy. I love that. Tella's Treasure says, is that Pizzella in Springly cookies? You must be on your phone typing. Both these came from Grandma Teresa. Yep. So I just got done making pizzelles, and I did a video on that the other day, and they're delicious. I have them here. I'm going to take them Saturday. We have a Christmas party to go to. The people used to be customers of mine, and they used to be customers of mine, and then we've become friends, and we got invited. My husband and I got invited to their party. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, things change as we get older and people move on or move away, right? So thanks for sharing. Let me hear. Favorite meal? Oh boy, so many of Mom's cranberry jello and sour cream with walnut mold. You know, it's so funny. Isn't that funny how those things just like stick with us? The simplest of things, right? The jello mold. Do you have a jello mold still? I do not. I should probably grab one from Tupperware since we're going out of business, right? Yeah. Yeah. So my husband and we started a tradition out here, and we go to, and I took videos and pictures, and I put it in a video format and posted it today. You can go look at that. It is the Antietam Battlefield, and they have luminaries every year. So that's our tradition that we've come up with, that we do, for my husband and I do. Oh, I'm sure that's true. Let's see. What's Heather have to say? We used to take the kids downtown Portland to get mint hot chocolate, walk around looking at the store lights, then a horse carriage ride. That's so very special. Do they still have those lights like that, Heather? Because I know things have changed over the years, but is that something that they still do? Okay, Dark Lord, thank you. Yeah, that's fun. I also remember growing up in California on the West Coast. Dad used to take us. We always used to go down to the railroad tracks to get our Christmas tree in downtown LA. It was the place to be. They had great Christmas trees. And I remember that very much as a child growing up. We used to do that. I swore I just saw something run across my front yard. So I was like, what is that? You know how you get something out of your peripheral? Yeah. So yeah, that's one of my other memories. Now with Anastasia, she puts the first ornament on the tree, and we will go ride and look at lights on Christmas Eve. That is so special. I like that. That is very nice. On Christmas Eve here, we usually go to church now. And then we come home. I usually just make a very simple, easy dinner that night. And we go to church and come home. And if any wrapping needs to get done, we'll do that. And then Christmas morning, I usually make a nice breakfast, and then we'll do Christmas dinner. And I believe my daughter and my son-in-law will be over, and we'll do gifts with them. Everybody has some lovely traditions here. I love it. Heather, will you be taking your grandbabies down to Portland this year? Yeah. What about, so our food, our tradition, I mean, I've talked about that during Thanksgiving. And are the raviolis for the holidays. And there'll be some left over, not a bunch, but I will serve those with Christmas as well. Cinnamon rolls. Yeah, I find it quite interesting how many people eat cinnamon rolls on Christmas morning. That blows my mind. And I know that it changes from year to year. I always do some type of a casserole. I'm not going to say which, but I am going to make one and I'm going to film it and I'm going to share with everybody. So if you want to do this, you'll be able to. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, after preserving all the vegetables and stuff from the garden and that in my freezer, I need to pull out quite a bit of that and start using it. That sounds nice, Tella's Treasure. Very nice. Yep. I think for me, I think the older that I've got, the simpler I become in the way I celebrate things. I don't go all out with decorations. We have our tree up that has an angel on it. I think I've even talked about this. I have some candles in there. It's really not a lot, but simple, and I like that. Our grandbabies, they've moved, so they live in another state, so we'll send them presents and yeah, just different, smaller and different, and that's okay. So yeah, are you ready to play a little game? Hey, Linda, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. You kind of missed my little speech in the beginning. I was telling everybody on here, and I noticed that your name was on that too, Linda, this email that is going by. Everybody is getting this email, and I have not yet responded, and I do believe that it is a spam email, so I don't believe it's coming from the person it's coming from. I just don't trust it, and so I wanted to share that with everybody too. So I wanted to share, we're going to have some fun. Does everybody have a pen and paper ready? Yeah, let me know when you're ready with pen and paper. We're going to have a little fun, and I think it'll be fun. I am going to share my screen. Okay. How's your day going today, Linda? Yep, you're fine. You're fine. I saw this reel today, Linda, on Instagram, or Rebecca on Instagram today, make the cutest crocheted little thing. It's like maybe you put a plant or something in it, or I don't know. I don't even know if I'd be able to find it. It was really, really cute. So, oh, yes, same here. It's raining, which I really am thankful for, because it has been so dry here and we've needed the rain. But it doesn't make going outside pleasant, right? When it's all mucky and muddy and yeah, but that's okay. So anyhow, let me pull, I think it's just a lot of fun. It's a little Christmas. We're going to be doing this up until Christmas. So let's have some fun. Let me go over to share my screen. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Can you see that? Can everybody see that? We are only going to work on this column here. There should be like 10. Yeah, the first 10. We're not going to worry about this side. But if you want to participate and have fun, that's okay. You're fine. Let's have some fun and unscramble some of these words, Christmas words. And if you have Well, I'll set the timer for just a couple of minutes. Get as many as the first 10 as you can, and we'll put it for like 2 minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 2 minutes. So if you want to participate, that would be a lot of fun. You ready? Let's go. I will tell you, I did this on just beforehand. Oh, nice, Heather. What are you going to do with your beeswax? Well, yes. Yes. You got the first one. Good job. And you got number 6. Good job. I believe that's number 5, Nancy, you got. Awesome. Yes, Angel is number 2. And Candy Cane, yes. Ooh, nice. I want to make more slabs myself. Are you on the first one? First column? Yes, Christmas. Yes. And Carol, whoever got that right, Carol, yes. Yes. You guys are blowing me away here. You're going, Snowman, good job. Oh, there's the timer. Hey, what's up? Santa, yes, Santa. Santa. So did anybody there get right here? That would be number 8. Which is, oh, you probably can't see it, huh? So Chestnuts was on there. Welcome in, Tuber Chat. Kevin, good to see you. I need to find out about this Reddit. I don't know what this is. That's really interesting. Thank you so much. Did you get Imagine? Oh, wait. Yeah, did you get anybody get the last one, Imagine? I don't think it's showing the whole entire screen here. Let me see. Maybe it's not showing the full screen. Yeah, it's hard to see down there. There we go. That was fun. Yay. Thanks for playing. That was fun. I don't know. I'm so bad at mailing things. I don't want to promise anything that I would send out, but we'll see. I don't know. All right. Good to know. Hey, Jennifer Ocean Homestead. I came in 40 minutes early because we have church tonight and I still need to cook dinner and I still need to do a couple of things around the house. I thought, let me go in an hour earlier and go live. So, yeah. So, as you all know, I got monetized, the first level monetization last week. And Mona did what? Became my first member. So I was really excited about that. I am now working on full monetization level. And so I appreciate everybody who comes in. Thank you. Thank you. And I appreciate everybody who comes in for the chats, that has watched my videos, that has shared out and just been a part of the growth of my channel. You've all been a blessing. I am going to do, thank you. I am going to do a monetization party next year. And it's it's something that I want to do. So I never did one when I hit my 1K back in September of subs. And now that I'm monetized, it's like, okay, now I'm gonna do one, but it's not gonna be until sometime in January. I'm not sure of the date yet. And so when I am sure, I will be posting that now. Oh, Jennifer, thank you. Look at you all. Thank you so much. Tuber Chat, thank you so much. So I'm still learning about memberships and how to use them and how to gift them. And so it's a task. I'm still trying to learn everything that goes with it. So thank you so much. Thanks, Linda. So yeah, so sometime in January, I will go ahead and have a celebratory party and have giveaways and stuff too. That way we can just get through the holidays, just kind of relax about it. And I'm trying to do Vlogmas, and I have collaborations going on, and to keep myself just breathe, just get through that time. I'm probably sketching on the internet a little bit, probably because of the weather too. So no, you know what? It's okay. I don't expect people to become members on my channel. When they do, I appreciate it, and it is appreciated. I am not always members on other people's channel either, but there's so many different ways to support that channel besides being a member too. And that's what I tell people. Showing up here, watching videos, liking, sharing out, commenting, that's a great help to the channel as well. When you become a member, that, of course, that comes to me, the money, so yeah. I think I'm a sub over there on yours. I'll have to go look. Sometimes for me right now, this time for me right now, it's about really focusing on this channel. I'm still supporting other channels as well as I always have, sharing out, commenting, or just watching. That's not ever going to change for me. But it comes with a lot. You can become extremely overwhelmed, and you need to step back from things. So, and I've kind of stepped back from one of the things that I was getting very overwhelmed with, and I'm okay right now. Friends, we lost our power, so I went ahead and transferred it over on to my phone. So, yep, I'm back. Can you see me now? Yeah, we lost power, but I have my cell phone, and so I'm using my cell phone right now. So, yeah, it's just it just happens that way, right? I mean, I lost power. And you know what? I didn't get my dinner cooked for the power went out. Oh, good. I'm glad you can hear and see me. I the dinner's going to be out, but it did. You know what? It got windy out here. I mean, let me just show you. I can see there out the window. It's really dark out there, and it's what, 3 o'clock maybe? Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, okay, because I'm on my phone, it's going to take me a moment to figure out how to use everything. I know, but I don't. Well, I have canned food, but everything's electric in my house, Jennifer. So I don't have any way right here to heat it up because it's outside. Um, Yeah, I wouldn't be able to go outside. It's pouring. And what I was making took the oven to bake it and cook it. So, yeah. Hey, Jan, how's it going? Thanks for being here. We just lost power. So I had to grab my cell phone out to get going. So I'm glad it didn't, like, there wasn't a lapse in anything. So, oh, is somebody talking about earthquakes? Who had an earthquake? So we did a little Christmas sharing. Jan, do you do Christmas, and do you have any traditions in your family that you do? By the looks of it, I don't think the power is going to be coming on anytime soon, unless somebody. I can't imagine what happened for it to go down. Oh, did it? Yeah, yeah. Well, was it Northern California that had the earthquake? Hey, I've been in some doozy ones myself when I used to live out there. So it was the Whittier quake, which was really bad. And that one, because so once you've been in earthquakes, you kind of start to understand the movement of an earthquake, to be honest. That one was so close to the surface. That was the Whittier Narrows quake, that it shook hard. Like, it shook hard, and it had the real loud noise to it. Then there was another one. It was back in Simi, and it was in Simi Valley. Now that one was so big, but it was deeper into the earth, which made the earthquake, well, not only just shake, but you kind of rolled with it, you know. But it collapsed the freeways. I think that was the 6.7 one or something like that. Oh, yeah, but you know what? That's nice. I I just don't do the decorations anymore because I don't want to fuss with all of it, taking it down. Yeah, maybe that's the one. The Northridge one is what I'm talking about, because I remember on the 118 freeway, like, all that collapsed down. The only good news about it was that, thankfully, it wasn't like in the middle of rush hour traffic where people are going. Um, I thought it was in the 90s. I thought it was in the early 90s. But yeah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so I remember shortly after we moved here to Virginia, I was at the school district. It was so funny. I was at the school district. I was getting fingerprinted and everything because I had got hired, and I was getting ready to start. And I was standing there, and there was an earthquake here in Virginia. The people, like, I understand because they're not used to that, and they're like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "An earthquake." And so I was just standing there. I'm like, but the worst thing to do is to run outside, right? Because you don't know what's falling, gas lines, that type of stuff. But they were really, really scared. Um, and we had to evacuate the building. Like, you're not supposed to evacuate the building. You're going to be fine. Yeah, this was back later than that. So I'm going to say 2009, 2008, somewhere in there, 2007, 2008. But I think it was caused, I don't know. It just was what it was. There's nothing that you can do. I know, right? I bet history is beautiful. A picture with us. So, yeah. So, right now, my dinner is out of the question. I was making a sausage rice casserole, which I did a video once on. I think my grandmother, yeah, it came from my grandmother. I think she got it on the back of the Jimmy Dean sausage roll. Let's see. Right, stay in the doorway, or you know, I always found that kind of funny, like, well, not funny, haha, but because we would have those drills in school and then you'd have to get underneath the table. Um, because if anything collapsed, the desk was always strong enough to take the force of that. Oh, is that where you're at right now, Jennifer? It's turning to snow and ice. I don't know. I can't finish doing what I was doing, but that's okay. That is okay. So, yeah. So did everybody like the little scramble? I think next week I'll do another little Christmas activity we'll do on here. I think it'd be fun just to have some fun out here. Be safe, Jennifer, if you have anywhere to go. I remember tinsel that we'd take and just like throw up on the tree, and wherever it would fall, but then it would be all over the floor and you'd have to vacuum it up or pick it up, and then it would clog the vacuum and get wrapped around. Yeah. Yeah. So tomorrow my little barn cat goes in to get fixed. There's a program that my county does. So he has to go in tomorrow. The cost, you can't beat it. Anybody should try and do it if possible with their animals. But yeah, he's going to go get everything taken care of tomorrow. He'll be neutered, dewormed, flea, tick. He's going to be microchipped, everything. And just like, that's weird. Yeah, we're in the 50s right now, and the rain just let up, but the power just went out. So I'm not sure. And I haven't checked anything why, but I'm thankful that it's not, I can't check on my laptop because I have no internet. I'm thankful that it's not like freezing cold outside because, I have a wood stove and I do have wood, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, so you never know. But here's my guess, because of where I live, my guess is somebody's having work done somewhere and they did something. And I do know this, they're doing some growing and stuff around at the nursery not far from me, so they probably did something. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Remember, it was televised. That was up in San Francisco, wasn't it? And the Bay Bridge collapsed, Nancy. Wasn't that right? Well, I didn't hear any like big boom. It just like went off. It just went off. It was really strange the way it just went off. It wasn't what I was expecting. But that's okay. I'm going to stay on a couple more minutes, give myself a good hour here. Yep. Yep. I remember that. I think we actually have an actual newspaper of that event that took place. I know. I know. There was many times I remember when I lived out there on the West Coast, I'd be out, and I'm sure Tell Treasures can attest to that. One year I was out there and I was cleaning the pool. I'm like, whoa, it just, this really weird sensation just kind of like came over, and you're starting to sway and move like that. And you're like, what the heck? And then you realize, oh, yeah, we just had an earthquake. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things you just like, you don't know when they're coming, and when they hit, they can be really hard. And unlike tornadoes and stuff like that, at least you kind of get a warning and kind of know what to expect. But yeah. So anyhow, friends, I think I'm going to probably, let me see this. Thank you, Tuber Chat. Let me see what he did. Thank you so much. I don't know where it is, but I'll try. Oh, not here. She's coming in and all she's seen is earthquake. Although I'm going to tell you a story. It was probably back in the 90s, and there was a soap opera called Days of Our Lives. Anybody know that soap opera? Anyhow, my mother-in-law would watch that show. Well, when she turned on the TV, all she heard was reports of this earthquake happening, and she was terrified because she didn't realize it was Days of Our Life that was on. She thought it was the actual news broadcast, and it talked about how devastating it was. She called me in a frantic, and I'm like, no, what? No, we haven't had an earthquake. I haven't felt anything. And when she realized what it was, she was so upset over that they would do that on TV. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. We're all good. No, but I told them there was one here once before, Diana, in Virginia, back when I first moved out here. There was one. And people did freak out because, they don't know what it's about. They don't know. So, no, I know. Yes. Well, see, it was like that too with my mom and my grandma. General Hospital was the soap opera that they watched. And I remember it was so boring to watch, like absolutely boring. But it wasn't until I got older, I think, when it got hipped, right, with Scotty Baldwin and Luke and Laura and all that stuff that went on. That was the time to watch it. And then I got hooked. So, yeah. What happened? I'm sorry. Did I miss something? I don't know. He's like, I live in a soap opera. Yeah, sometimes we do, right? I hope it stops too. Yes. These are the days of our life. You know what's kind of sad though? Let's really think about it. There's what's on TV nowadays still? I know General Hospital still airs. Is there any other soap operas that are still on? But I remember, because I was an ABC soap opera person, and I remember that it would start at 11:30 in the morning and run until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Because it would start with Ryan's Hope, All My Children, One Life to Live, and General Hospital. Yes. Yep. Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible. Oh, okay. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Oh, that's so funny. Tell Us Treasure says Young and the Restless is still on and Bold and the Beautiful. Yeah, Guiding Light. No. No, it's One Life to Live. And it's so funny because I know. Well, but One Life to Live went off the air. All My Children went off the air. Days of Our Lives, did that one go off there? I thought that one was still on. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because I don't watch them anymore. In General Hospital. Yeah, General Hospital is just one of those best soap operas you'll never get away. But I often wonder how often Sonny and Carly are going to have fights and get back together. Yeah, Days of Our Lives, the one actor on there, he just recently passed away. He played oh, what was his name? He was one of the main characters on the show, and he passed away of cancer. It was very sad when I saw that. Dallas, I was never a Dallas person. I was more of a Dynasty and Knots Landing person, to be honest with you. You never watched soaps, Heather? Because the font's so small, I thought she said no soups for me, but it's soaps. That's so funny. Anyhow. Well, this has been a fun hour. Yeah, those were, and I think you can still go watch Dynasty and Knots Landing. Those were nighttime. Those were the nighttime soaps, like on Wednesday night, and I think Thursday night. Yep. Isn't that fun? They would come on at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night when, all the kids were in bed, so the parents could stay up and watch them. I think that's funny. So, I don't know. Did you by chance find out what happened to the power? As my husband just came down the stairs. Because you can't work when you don't have the internet. Yeah, I know. Did you hear that? My husband's brilliant. He said it's out. That is very cool, Heather. I think it's time to take a nap. There's no power. It's dark. There's nothing I can do about this right now. So they had llamas. The flying doctors. All right. All right, friends. I think I'm going to call it a day. We've been on here about an hour. It was a good chat. And I will be back next week. What part of Italy are you from, Xander? Yeah, that's right. Dark Lord, right? My family is from northern Italy. You're from Rome. Okay. No. Joe, what's the area again? They're from, huh? What? Oh, my family is from Torino. If it's northern Italy towards the Switzerland side. Xander, yeah. Oh, you do? That's going to be a hard one for me. So yeah, they were. Those were the. But I never did. I never got into Dallas. It was, and I think it's because my mom liked Dynasty and Knots Landing, and that's what we watched because I was old enough to watch them. And it's so funny because they came up on, I don't know, one of the streaming, I think it was Amazon or something streaming, or the Roku or something. And I was like, I have to watch this. And I'm like, wow, you don't realize how bad it is until you go back and actually watch it years later. That's very cool, Heather. Yeah, I still have family back in Italy somewhere. I don't know who's back there, but somebody in our family who did the whole entire family tree, they would know. So, Xander? Is that how you say it? Xander? I already have a hard time with the English language. Okay, wait, what did you say? So your family comes from the Monaco area? Is that what you're saying? Northwest Italy, close to Monaco. Xander? Am I like Alexander? With a, okay, yeah. Yes, Monaco is filthy rich, Jennifer, you're right. They have the big race out there all the time, don't they? So, Diana, you're funny. Yeah. When it comes to the English language, I am a little challenged at times to pronounce words. You can ask my family. I will create words that has everybody rolling at times. So it's really funny. So with that in mind, I think I'm going to go. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. And we'll see you super soon on the next one. And I should have some more videos coming out for you. So if you haven't seen it, my husband and I just did our tradition, and I did a video on it. As I said, we went through the Antietam battlefield, and you'll be able to go up and watch that video. It's only like 5 minutes or so. It's pretty humbling, and just I don't know how to describe it. That's all I can say. So, oh my. That's interesting. Hey, Rob Allotment, you have a good evening over there in the UK, and we'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye, friends.